One of the biggest things about this shed is I've got no room and I'm trying to clean stuff out. I'm throwing away a bunch of stuff, but I've got a pile of sawdust everywhere. This place is filthy. The only way to clean it is with a shop vac, and I didn't have a shop vac until yesterday. And that means we have to do an unboxing.
This is the Old Guy Network.
Yep. Freezing temperatures now outside. So this is going to be a good test for the heater, and you can see it back there. And I changed up the little fan thing. I made another box, put some ports on it, and it seems to be working pretty well. So we'll give it a few minutes and it should warm up in here. This is the vacuum that I picked up yesterday at Home Depot. And as you can see, it is a Ridgid. That's the Home Depot brand. Shop vac, I use that term all the time, but that's actually a brand name. But we all know what I'm talking about, right? This is a 12-gallon wet-dry shop vac. It has a high peak horsepower of, what is it now? 5 horsepower. I mean, that's pretty good, right? Well, we're going to find out. As you can see, Krista painted the top of it when she was painting her toolbox, but yeah, that's okay. Let's get this started. Now I'm going to open it up over there, and when I get everything out, I'll turn the box upside down and put the shop vac on top of that, so it'll give us a little display area so that we can see what's going on. I was expecting all kinds of packaging and stuff inside here, because that's usually what you get when you go to a big box store, but there is none. Parts. Oh, okay. And we have some accessories. We'll get to those in just a minute or two. Well, there it is. It's orange. Let's see how user-friendly it is. Take the top off. Just undo those two little latches right there, and pull that right out. There's your filter, right where you would expect it to be. And look at that. We've got the hose. You didn't think that was all that was in the box, right? No. And this is going to be very handy. This is the wheels that go on it and the handle, so that you can carry it around with great ease, and propaganda that we're going to probably never read. I'll show you what it looks like. As I said before, it's a 12-gallon. So it's pretty good size. And this is a nice feature. It's been a long time since I bought a shop vac, so I'm not really sure how long they've been putting these on here. But this is a drain at the bottom, because when you use a shop vac, it is a wet dry vac. When you use it to suck up a lot of water, this is an easy way to drain it out. And I believe the hose hooks right onto that, and you can drain that out, and that's pretty good. But it doesn't do you any good just to sit here and look at it. I mean, it looks okay. It's orange. I like orange, and you know, it's not very high. Once I build the new benches in here, should slide right under there. The one thing I wanted to use this for is I'm gonna make a dust, well, not a dust collection. This is gonna be my dust collection. I'm not gonna go that route, but what I am gonna do is get some PVC at some point and I'm going to make different places where the vacuum will work with the chop saw, it'll work with the table saw, and other saws that I have around here, I'll have little ports around so I can just put a hose on, put it to the appropriate saw, and it should work. So I needed something with a little power, and this one is 5 horsepower. So that's pretty damn good. But it's one thing to be pretty and look nice, but we got to see if it works. So I'm going to put the wheels on it. I'm going to hook everything up, and then we're going to try it out. Instead of having a separate bag for this, they just sealed up part of the bag that holds everything else. So that's kind of clever, actually. All right, these are the braces for our wheels. And you'll notice I'm not looking at the I'm not looking at the directions, but what I am doing is I looked at the picture on the box and it tells me that those go on like that, and then there's screws to go in there to hold those on. So let's take this stuff out so I can flip it upside down. We'll take care of those. Now the nice thing is all the screws are exactly the same size, so you don't have to separate them out and worry about which ones go where. Simple is always better. Seats down there nice and even. It's good. Our little wheels in here. Now I'm imagining you just have to push these down through until they click. but that's not working. So we may have to read the directions after all. Man, I was trying to get away without doing that. All right, I quickly looked at the directions, and they said just push the wheels in there firmly. Yeah, that doesn't work. Not at least not for me anyway. I couldn't get them in there. So this is a flooring hammer that my father made for me years ago. Look at that. If you don't have one of these, I'm sure a regular hammer will work. There. That's pretty good. Now we've also got 3 handles here. Probably should have put these on before I put the wheels on, because now it's a little taller. And here, let's see if we can fix the camera a little bit. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. So this is going to go on the top piece. Actually, these all go on the top piece. Perhaps this can only go one way. Oh, where the hell is Krista? I need her here to hold on to stuff. There we go. That locks in like that. That's good. All right. So that's a good thing to know. It only goes on one direction. Now these are the side handles. Put those right there. So that'll go right on there. Again, it's really nice to have all the screws the same. Takes all the guesswork out. Have I got that backwards? No, I don't. Huh, imagine that. I didn't put it on backwards. I guess you can't, actually. It's keyed. And only one more handle to go, and that, of course, is right up here. One more and we're done. This looks pretty self-explanatory. There's a little clip right there, and there's a little rough edges right there. So that holds on pretty firm, that way it won't separate when you're using it. That's pretty nice. Same thing with the hose. Let's see if I can stop hitting the tripod. Same thing with the hose. Just put that on like that, and hey, we're pretty much good to go. Now we'll plug this in and hook the hose up to the vacuum. And again, same thing. Let's take a look here. This is so much better when I have somebody else here. You can see that just locks right into there. So that's pretty good. The cord on this thing is pretty nice length too. I'm gonna have to check and see just how long it is, but this is actually better than the last one I had. Okay. I hope I got that under the right one. You can either plug it into the inlet or the outlet. One sucks, one blows. So now we need to find the power switch, which I'm sure is right here. Okay, and that is the outlet.
She's gone from suck to blow. What?
So I made a blower, and I made my sawdust problem a little worse. That's okay. All right, now that I got that up here, we can look at this. Now it's on the right, it's in the right hole, as they say. It's in the inlet, so it is a vacuum now. Plenty of suction. Vacuum doesn't really weigh that much. I can't put it on my scale, but perhaps there's some information in the booklet that came with it. So let's see how it does on some sawdust. Now this is what I was talking about before. What I'm going to do before I demonstrate it, I'm going to get some PVC, get some couplers, and I will actually make a track of PVC around this wall, because I'm going to put all the powered saws on this side eventually. And so this will be on there. It'll be like central vacuuming in your house, right? So this will be over here. This will plug into that, and then we'll be able to plug in the different tools. In theory, that's going to work. So that's a project for another day. But right now, let's just see how this does. I've got a lot of sawdust to suck up. As you can see, there is a lot of sawdust here, and there's a lot of little pieces of wood. And we're going to see how this does. So let me turn this on and get started. Well, that sucks, because it's supposed to. That works pretty good. Let's show you some of the accessories. And this is the one I'm going to use right now. I don't know what any of this stuff is called, but hey, let's put that on there. And see if that helps us. would definitely say that that was a successful test. It's not that loud. It's actually a little quieter than the one I had before, and that was only like one of those 2-gallon ones. So, yeah, I'm not disappointed with this at all. The nice thing about it too is those little handles I put on before right there. Well, do this. That's kind of nice. So a Ridgid wet dry vacuum. What do you think? I kind of like it. It works better than the one I had before, but that only had, I think it was a 2-inch hose, not even 2 inch, 1.5 inch hose on it. This one, of course, is 3 inches. Make sure I'm right. Now, actually, the inside diameter is 2.5 inches. So, yeah, I mean, it's a lot bigger opening, and it's got a lot more power. And the other one, well, it broke. So, I'm not going to demonstrate the wet part of this vac because that's a pain in the butt. It really is. I mean, I could put a bucket of water in here and suck it up, and I'm sure it would work just fine. What I usually do, and I don't know if this is right, but what I usually do, if I'm using it as a wet vac, I'll take the filter out because you don't want to destroy the filter, and I use the filter in there for when I'm, vacuuming up sawdust and other particles like that. So that's what I do. If I'm wrong about that, leave a comment and let me know. But yeah, all in all, it is what it is. I mean, it's a vacuum, and it sucks because it's supposed to. All bad jokes and obscure movie references aside, it's a pretty decent vacuum. I've had quite a few shop vacs in the past, and they all suck. They all work the way they're supposed to, right? For the most part, especially in the beginning. And then later on, they lose their pressure, and that's what happens. One of the things that did happen with this one, and it happens with all of them, the more sawdust that you suck up, the more gets caught into the filter, so then your suction goes down just a little bit. Real easy to fix. Turn off the vacuum, pop the top off, and just shake it out. Use some compressed air if you want to, just on the filter, and then it's right back up to normal again. So I had to do that once, and I expect to do that. Like I said too, when you use this as a wet vac, in my opinion, take the filter off. You don't really need it on there. I could be wrong about this. Maybe that's why my shop vacs don't last as long. I don't know. If you're an expert on shop vacs, leave a comment. Let me know. If I'm wrong, I'll admit that I'm wrong. But I don't think I'm wrong on this one. But that's a pretty good, successful unboxing and demonstration of how it works. I've got some big plans for this thing, and I'll bring you along with that too. Hopefully, we'll have a little project to do after I get a bunch of other bigger projects out of the way. And I'm so glad that Krista has joined the channel, and she's going to be able to help me with some of that stuff as soon as we get organized. We're not organized yet, but we will be. And I promise you, we're going to get better organized than we are now. I don't know if that's still good or not, but you be the judge. That's going to do it for today. For the Old Guy Network, you know me. I'm the old guy. I'm the OG, and I'm out.